welcome back to another episode of Guitar Talk with Todd here at Todd Beebe Music. Thank you all so much for checking in again and joining me today. Please help me out. Hit that subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. You know I appreciate it, and thank you to each and every one of you who are already on board with me. I appreciate all of you. Find me on Facebook at Todd Beebe Music. Today we have another awesome guitar review. This is a 2004 Heritage H-157. You know we love our Heritage guitars on this channel. Check out our playlist of Heritage guitars that are exclusively all Heritage in that playlist, and our other playlist, which is the HRW Pickup Club. And this one will go right in there as well because it has the awesome Heritage Rendal Wall pickups from my friend Rendal Wall, who put these in here. You can always tell by the switch tip having the end like that, and this has the white fret marker on there, which definitely cues us in that these are indeed HRW pickups. This is a very unique Heritage model in itself, not only because it's an H-157, but it's got a lot of cool features on it. Obviously, we already talked about the HRW pickups, which are just fantastic. But Ren and I spoke about this model, and he said that they made less than 5 total that had the HRWs and the DVIP switches, which are what these are called. And all of this was put down here in this one area. So it looks pretty cool. You don't have a toggle switch up here like you traditionally would have on an H-150 or an H-157, or even if you're going Gibson style, obviously a Les Paul standard or custom, usually you have your toggle up here. But you don't really see it down here much. But Ren said HRWs with the DVIP switches was like less than 5 total made. This is a really cool guitar. You can get some great features out of this. If you have the VIP switches in the center position, not up or down, but right in the center, you basically get nothing. That's just neutral. And what we have going on with this guitar is you have one master volume, which is up here, and then one master tone, which is here. These basically do nothing except control the VIP. And what the VIP does, if we have the volume on, you can hear this is basically, like I said, nothing in the center, which ultimately means humbucking pickup, which is what HRWs are. But if I flick this up, that's going to turn it to, so that's humbucking right now. I think I actually had this one in the up position. But if you're in the center, that's humbucking pickup. If it's up, that's single coil. So right away you can kind of hear the difference in the hum there. If I turn the volume up, you can hear that kick in. So that's humbucking. That's single coil on the neck pickup. If I am on the bridge pickup and I hit this, the same thing, this one down here now affects that. So that's single coil up, center position is back to humbucking. And if I have these both down, or even one of them down, this controls the bridge, this controls the neck, and now we're in VIP mode. So VIP mode only works when these are down, and that's what these control. What that does is it takes it in and out of phase. So right now I'm on the bridge pickup, and you can kind of hear this controls it. So if I have it down, it has a really cool out of phase sound. And then as I start to turn it up, it takes more of that out. Or I guess the way to look at it is you'd have less out of phase sound. So basically that's completely out of phase. That's a little bit less. And then that's totally nothing. You have 0 out of phase when you're on 10. So the higher the number is, the more normal your sound is, if that makes any sense. So this would be just completely with nothing going on with the VIP or out of phase. And this would be more what you would call completely out of phase. Alright guys, so what I did, I cleaned up the amp even more. A lot of times, I've been guilty of this in past videos. I'll have a little bit too much gain going, and it's kind of hard to tell a lot of the things. So let's check these out with the VIP switches again. So if they're both down, these VIP switches right here, if they're down, that means you've activated them, and these 2 bottom controls are going to control everything. So right now, I'm on the bridge pickup. And that pretty much gets us. In fact, they always said when it's down to 0, you've basically cut everything out, so you almost have no volume. But now as I start to creep it up a little, that's a little bit out of phase. And then I can do. So let's also try, like, this would be the neck pickup. And you have separate controls here. So there's our neck pickup VIP control. That's our bridge pickup VIP control. So that's almost totally out of phase. And then as I start to bring it up, you get less and less of that out of phase sound. Back to the bridge pickup. I'm taking more and more of it out. And then that's back fully on. Back to the neck pickup. So that's how the VIP stuff works. If we just go back to, again, right in the center, we're just at straight humbucking mode with these HRWs, which is always a fantastic tone. Those of you that watch this channel regularly know my favorite humbucking pickups are these right here, these HRWs, and this is just an awesome guitar. Private collector brought this in today, and you just don't see many of these, like I said, with this combination with the HRWs and no toggle up here. This is just a great example of what Heritage Guitar was doing in the 2000s, as well as my friend Rendal Wall. You know, the VIP switches, the HRW pickups, which are his invention. Just great stuff. So even strumming chords, here's humbucking mode on the neck pickup. Humbucking mode on the bridge pickup. And then, like we said, if we pull these both up towards me, now we're in single coil mode. And this is the bridge pickup. And here's the neck pickup. So like I said, you have basically just one master volume control, and that's it, and one master tone control. These don't do anything except control your in and out of phase, um, however much little or as much you want when these are down, which is the only time they work, and that's in VIP mode. So again, if these are center, it's humbucking mode, up is single coil, and down is VIP. So it's an interesting combination, definitely something that, you don't see every day, but that's what makes it cool. It's a little bit cramped down here at times working with this with all your controls as opposed to having the toggle up here, but it's completely worth the trade-off in my opinion because it's just such a unique guitar and you can get so many sounds out of it. The other thing about this, a lot of H-157s, you always see the gold hardware, so this is chrome, which is very cool and unique as well. Again, H-157 would be like Heritage's answer or version of a Les Paul Custom. So you've got binding on the front and the back, which we're going to see more close up in the case. Bound headstock, mother of pearl, the Heritage on here. Grover tuners, just awesome. Truss rod cover, ebony fingerboard. Check out, I'm going to put a video link to this too when I post it. I had to totally clean this up with F1 from Music Nomad, our good friends. Check them out, and we used that polish to clean this fretboard up, and it did such a fantastic job. They have a great kit for conditioning and cleaning fretboards. I'm going to put a link to that too, so check them out. This just looks awesome now, but it did not look this way when it came in, trust me. Like I said, ebony fingerboard, mother of pearl block inlays. Well, as we were saying a few times already, HRW Pickups. This had a cracked pickup mounting ring when it came in that I had to replace. I'll try to put some before and after pictures up. And also had a sticker that someone put on here at one time, and there was massive scratches on here. And we used lizard spit, which is our new friends of the show. Again, I'm going to put all the links below, you guys, to anything we did on this guitar. Nothing major was wrong with it, but it needed some massive cleaning. The fretboard had all kinds of gunk on it. Major scratches. It just needed a lot of TLC. Like we said, we got this pickup mounting ring back on, brand new, uncracked, and it just looks great, and it's back in business. And that's what we want, and we give all of our guitars TLC on this channel, as should all of you, and I'm sure you do. We love our guitars, of course, so we don't like to see them abused. So yeah, I'm glad to get this back to the new private owner. There's been a few people that have owned this now, and it's back in great playing condition and looks a lot better cosmetically as well. But let's get some close-ups of this in the case and check all this stuff out a lot more. Here we go. Okay, so here is the case for the 2004 Heritage H-157. Definitely original and period correct with the Heritage on here. You know these cases very well. If you watch this channel regularly, we always have them on here. Let's go ahead and open this up. Get a look inside and little close-ups here and get right in. Full case shot. Let's get right in here and take a look at some of this stuff. First of all, like we said, we have our Heritage HRW Pickups in here from Rendal Wall, my friend. I'll try to put some pictures above too of how those look. We had them out a while ago, and just great stuff. My favorite humbucking pickup without a doubt, and Rendal just did an amazing job with those. They have such awesome clarity. All right, so zooming in on this HRW, like I said, this mounting ring was cracked. Really not the end of the world. It still functioned fine, and it, worked. It didn't affect the tone or anything like that. But again, if you want this to be cosmetically appealing and look how it should. We didn't want that on there. So we replaced the pickup mounting ring, and that's just looking good as new again now. Schaller hardware here. We have a Schaller Nashville style 2-pneumatic bridge and a Schaller stop bar tailpiece. Like we said, everything's right here in one area. We've got the dotted switch tip, which cues us in that we do have our HRW pickups. And again, that's a white fret marker, just like you would have here at the end of your fretboard. These are black, obviously, but that's a white one. So you can see it on the black switch tip. And then we have our controls that we were going through earlier. These two only affect the VIP controls, which only happens when you have these switches down. When these are up, you're in humbucking mode. When you're in the center, you're in humbucking mode. When you're up all the way, you're in single coil. And then this is your master volume control, and this is your master tone control. And, this just controls like it normally does, bridge or neck pickup. And just awesome stuff. Like I said, that looks so unique and rare there without the toggle switch up here and having it down here. And like we were talking about earlier, Ren said that the combination of HRW pickups and the DVIP switches here, they only did about 5 total. So this is definitely a unique guitar, just even looking at it, like I said, with no toggle switch up here and stuff, just awesome. And we have the chrome hardware, which on a H-157, most of the time you're going to see gold, so that makes it unique in that sense too. Binding on the front and the back, we'll get some close-ups of that here in a second. Ebony fingerboard here. Like I said, check out my video. I'll put a link in here when we have it posted. We use Music Nomad's F1 fretboard cleaner and conditioner kit. Comes with a cloth and a brush, and this fretboard was just a wreck earlier. I did a whole video on it, and as you can see now, it's just shining like brand new. So our friends at Music Nomad, check them out at musicnomadcare.com. And definitely check out that video. That F1 oil is just fantastic. It cleaned this right up, made it good as new. All right, up here to our awesome headstock with the Heritage and Mother of Pearl bound headstock like you would have on an H-157. Just great, great stuff. Let's flip this over, get a look at the back. Okay, Grover tuners there. Awesome, awesome stuff on this ebony back of this H-157 going down the neck here. Binding on the back as you would have on an H-157. We don't have our traditional control cavity because we don't have a control there. It's all down here. So this is extra wide to accommodate the toggle switch and the DVIPs and the 4 controls that we have in the front as well. So it's a pretty unique back looking there with all that going on as well. We have a Schaller strap button on here. So this could be a replacement. I'm not entirely sure, but it doesn't matter one way or the other because all we use on this show are straptightstraplocks. Check them out at straptight.com. Stop dropping your guitars. Stop altering your guitars. Throw on a strap tight and you are done. It's so simple and effective. So definitely check them out. All right, let's flip this over and get a look at the side. Okay, so there is our output jack. That was cracked as well, and we had to replace the plastic on here. Like I said, nothing major was wrong with this, but it just needed some TLC, a lot of cracked parts and whatnot. All right, so I also want to get a shot of this. When you used to buy a guitar with the HRW pickups in it, it would always come with one of these cards, which are very cool. Had the hole right there. And when you would find these in the store, the dealer would have that on there around the switch tip. So the switch tip would poke right through that hole in the center. And these were shipped out of the factory with these cards. HRW. This instrument is equipped with premium HRW heritage guitar pickups by Rendal Wall. So again, you would always know you had HRW pickups if you had the fret marker on the end of the switch tip like that, but these cards would always come on any guitar equipped with HRWs when they would leave the factory. It's just a very cool piece of case candy to still have with the guitar. Okay, so one more cool thing here. We also have the old style wooden pick guard here from Heritage that was just in the case. So if you wanted to, you could throw this on and that's how that would look. So it's pretty cool to have that option. You could either do the pick guard on, which it would look like that, or the pick guard off, which it currently does. I kind of like the pick guard off, but you definitely want to keep this in the case, as all of the owners have, and Heritage gave you that for the option in case you did want to throw it on. Okay, so there's one more full case shot of the 2004 Heritage H-157 with DVIP controls and HRW pickups. Just another fine example of what Heritage Guitars and my friend Rendal Wall were doing in the 2000s. Let's take this for a test drive like we always do. I'm going to try to get a little bit cleaner tone, and as I'm playing, fool around with these switches here. I'm not going to do too much stuff with in and out of phase. That pretty much is what it is. But I am going to switch between humbucking and single coil mode with these awesome HRW pickups. So let's check it out. Here we go. Okay, guys, so there is the Heritage H-157 2004 in great ebony here with HRW Pickups from my friend Rendal Wall. Please comment below, you guys. Do you have a Heritage guitar? Have you had one? Have you played one? Do you want one? Like where I say, they're under a little bit new ownership now since about 2015, but still putting out some great stuff there in Kalamazoo, Michigan. But this is a great example of what they were doing in the 2000s. And of course, we love our HRW pickups on this show from Rendal Wall. And check out our playlist of not only all Heritage guitars, but we have an exclusive playlist, the HRW Club, that has only HRWs in it, so definitely check those out as well. Find me on Facebook at Todd Beebe Music, and please hit that subscribe button, you guys, in the lower right hand corner. You know I appreciate it. Help me out. Thank you all so much to each and every one of you that is on board with me. We will see you all again. Stay safe and love your dogs. Take care.